Alright, this is where I'm at now. Starting to get the engine bay back together a little bit. I installed the ECU inside under the kick panel here on the driver's side. I just made a steel plate. Just made a cut a rectangle out of sheet metal. Then I made a little mounting bracket that the ECU slides into and installed it on top of the steel plate. Installed the OBD2 port right there too, so it's all pretty self-contained. Only a couple powers and a couple grounds need to be ran to this, and then this wire here is going to go to the fuel pump relay to close that circuit, and pretty straightforward. So I took that side of the harness. There's still one of the plugs is undone for the all the engine management stuff. It's still real ugly under here too. I have to do a lot of straightening out with the wiring harness and stuff. The throttle pedal is mounted up there. Yeah, I still may have to tweak it a little bit, but it's plugged in. Seems to work well. I like the positioning of it as far as when you have the brake pedal all the way down, you can slide over to the throttle real nice. So I ran the harness that goes to the MAF and the O2 sensor right here across the passenger side. Just ran it right over here and through that hole that goes into the firewall. Also a lot of mess in here. Eventually I'm gonna pull the dash out and straighten that out. That might be a next year project. I'm just trying to get the engine bay stuff straightened out and get this thing running. And so right through there, this is also where the main harness for the this here, it's gonna run through that same hole, and then I'm gonna figure out a grommet. But yeah, it's coming along. Got the motor mounts installed there. I have to make brackets still for that. I'm gonna just use whatever I can find, probably some roll cage tubing and some kind of angle iron, or who knows. I'll get that together as I go. But yeah, it's coming along. Waiting for the flywheel to show up so I can stick the engine in. Everything here is pretty straightforward. This is just gonna run the same way that harness did, through that firewall, and then onto that kick panel on the driver's side, plug into the ECU. So it's gonna be pretty simple, actually, once I get this installed. So the only question marks are what I'm gonna do for the motor mount brackets and the course support stuff, which should be pretty simple. I'm just gonna run pretty much a pipe across the front here, connecting these two like the factory S2 one did, with some simple little 3-bolt brackets, and then just make a bracket that holds the intercooler, hangs it down, and then just run one to the throttle and one to the turbo, and it'll be pretty easy. So that's it. Thanks.